The Y70 has been a massive talking point for 2024 in our industry, and it's for good reason. Is this the best case you can buy right now? Let's talk about it. So this case has a ton of features. We're gonna try to go over them all as fast as we can because there is a lot of features. But one thing I do want to point out is how easy it is to take this build apart. So if you just got this case and if you're building it yourself, or if you have us building it for you, it's a lot easier for our taking off the top, essentially. And then everything else requires no screws. It's again, same thing on the back. Pulling it out, putting this aside, we don't want to scratch it. And then on the glass part as well. Same thing on the back, pops right off. Put this behind me. And then that's pretty much it. You can start building. You could also take off the front glass, which is just these two screws here. So again, not too much, that comes right out. And then you can start your building process. The one thing I did really like about this build quite a bit is these rubber grommets here. The rubber grommets are actually really nice. They're angled. So what that does is when you feed the cables to here through actually the sides and the back, it's not showing any more of the back. So it's actually a really nice feature. It also doesn't have like the old school rubber grommets where they had like the little X's where you run the cables and it kind of like pins it. That kind of has an issue as well and they come right off. So this is a really nice feature here for them to do this. The other thing too is the biggest difference obviously with the Y70 is you can see how wide it is. It's a lot wider. You'll be able to fit Strix cards, just a lot bigger 4090s, and that way it's not right up against the glass, so it has better airflow. And then, which a lot of people are very scared about this when they're building in this, they're always like, oh, where am I gonna put my capture card? Well, the good thing is you actually have that option here in the back. So Elgato, I'm not sure if AverMedia does it, but I know Elgato does. They have a low profile bracket, so you could actually put your capture cards right behind the GPU. So even though it's vertical mounted, a lot of people were afraid that you cannot put a capture card in there or add anything else. So you could add in USB ports, you could add in a lot of things. So low profile bracket, which is really nice. The other thing too I like here on the back, let's install the 2.5 SSD, which I know a lot of people don't do, but that's literally all it is. And then the 4 screws, pop it back in, and then just thumb screw. So far, if you've noticed, I haven't used a Phillips head screwdriver, nothing. Literally just to start off with, that's all it takes is literally just pop off and then just the thumb screws there. The other thing too, because it is wider, you have a lot more room back here, and you can actually fit 3 fans. So you can do 3 fans instead of the 2. So you can do a triple 360 IO here on the side, or you can do it on the top as well. So you have a lot more options, a lot more fans. The bottom fans, they're covered, they're here at the bottom. Again, this case does not come with fans. Keep that in mind as well. So when you do purchase a Y70, we need to be adding fans to it. And as far as fans go, you could actually do up to 10 fans. So 3 at the bottom, 3 here on the side, and 3 right up top. You could actually add the 10th one in the back. I know it doesn't look like you can, but you could actually do a 120 or a 140 right here on the back for you. Now the fans I would recommend, I'm a little bougie when it comes to this side of things, but you got the Lee & Lee Uni, these are the LCD ones. You don't have to do the LCD ones, but these look beautiful in the Y70. We've done it before and it just looks gorgeous. Now this is the LCD models, which obviously, you know, it's gonna make it look a little better, so take it to the next level. As far as the build quality of this case, it's phenomenal. It's really sturdy, nothing too flimsy. Also, if you wanna install the fans up top, there's only 2 screws here in the back, and you literally just lift this up. It comes right out. You just align the holes back in. Once you install the fans, just pop it back in. Like I showed you the Lee & Lee fans, you can just install those and then attach the connector for it right afterwards, so it just makes it really simple. Also on the back of the panel, which I didn't show too much, this panel is also really nice. I like the quality, but you probably can't see it in the camera, but this whole thing is just one giant filter. And it's literally a filter just on the part where it has this design, because there's no needed filter here at the side corner there. And the case at the top is the same exact way. You also have one massive filter for the design of this whole thing. So it keeps the dust out really nicely. And of course, if you do like a more positive pressure, you do negative, which for those who don't know what that means, you're doing intake, exhaust. That is a positive pressure. Negative pressure would be intake, exhaust. That just means you have more fans exhausting versus more fans intaking. That's all that means. So if you do it that way, even better as far as the whole dusting goes. As far as the quality of the glass goes, as you guys saw earlier when I took it off, it's actually a really nice quality. The good thing is once I put this back on, it's pretty much seamless across the front, the middle here, and the side. So you could actually do a really nice print all the way across. We do that, we offer that as well with the UV printer. So we can print something really nicely on here. Also, like I showed you in the beginning, to remove this one, all it is just these 2 screws here on the side, and it just pops right out. So again, very easy to use and just good quality. All right, so you guys are probably wondering why this Lee & Lee's been back here. Now, let me explain why. So I'm gonna put this all back together. And like I showed you before, how easy it is to take everything apart for a builder, for yourself if you're planning to build this at home, or for our builder. So we're gonna take our best builder. He's gonna go up against me. I'm gonna take this apart and see how long it takes me to take this apart versus him taking apart this build, all right? So we're gonna get him in here real quick and let's see what happens. All right guys, so now I have Saul with me. This is our lead builder. He's gonna be taking apart the Leanly Evo while I'm taking apart the Y70. We're gonna see who takes it apart completely so we could have it pretty much under build ready, essentially. So again, this benefits not only you guys if you guys are building yourself, it also benefits our builders as well. So let's see what happens. You ready?
Let's go. Are you ready?
I think I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm definitely good. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Go. Give him a little head start. And we're done. All right, so as you guys saw, they're both pretty interesting to take apart individually, but as you saw, Saul was pretty quick at it. As me, I was pretty casual, kind of taking my time. But so if he obviously were to do this on this side, the rate he was doing that one, he would definitely be done a lot faster. So that is the purpose of to see which one is a lot quicker to get pretty much the PC build ready. And as you guys clearly see that the Hyte build is much easier to work with, to take apart, a lot quicker. Saul, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna throw him on the spot real quick. You've built in both of these. What do you think?
You know my answer.
Oh, what's your, yeah,
the Hyte.
He's got a, but yeah, as you guys saw, the quality of this build is amazing, easy to work with. So again, the question was, is it the case to buy in 2024? Me personally, I would say yeah, definitely is.
Same.